When I first started digging deep into the Padmanabhaswamy Temple in Thiruvananthapuram, something felt off. Not scary, not confusing, just incomplete. Like the entire world, every video, every article, every discussion is screaming about only one thing. Vault B. What's inside? What if it opens? But the more I looked, the more I realized something strange. Everyone is staring at the door. No one is asking the real question. Why does that door even exist in the first place? Because inside this ancient temple, the idol of Lord Padmanabha himself is not treated like any ordinary murti you see in other temples. There is no regular abhishekam, no direct physical touch like in most places, no pouring of milk or water straight on the vigraham the way we do everywhere else. In a temple of this scale, with this much Shakti, that is not normal at all. Usually the more powerful the temple, the more elaborate the rituals become. But here, something is being preserved, not just worshipped in the usual way, preserved. And that's when the real question hit me like a thunderbolt. What if the biggest mystery is not inside Vault B? Let's go back, all the way to 2011. A simple legal petition is filed. At first it looks completely ordinary, just about temple management, control, ownership. But that one petition triggered something massive. The Supreme Court of India steps in. For the first time in history, they order the underground vaults to be opened. Now imagine this carefully. Picture it in your mind. A structure that has stood for centuries, carrying secrets buried beneath layers and layers of stone, untouched, unseen by human eyes for generations upon generations. And suddenly, a team of people is allowed to go inside. First, they open vaults C, D, E, and F. Gold. Not a little bit, a lot. Ornaments, jewels, precious stones, golden crowns that looked like they belonged to kings of old, worth thousands of crores, but no one was shocked. People already believed there was treasure inside. Then they reached Vault A, and everything changed. The atmosphere in the air shifted completely. It felt heavier, dead silent, almost like the place itself didn't want to be opened. Multiple layers of protection, iron doors, wooden barriers, each one tougher than the last. And behind all of that, they found something unexpected. A massive granite slab sealed straight into the ground, not just placed there, sealed, as if something below it was intentionally hidden from the world. When they finally moved that slab, a staircase appeared, going down, deeper and deeper, into complete and total darkness. No light, no air, no sound at all. They had to pump fresh oxygen inside before anyone could even think of stepping down. Think about that for a moment. A place so perfectly sealed that even air could not survive there for centuries. Step by step, they went down into a space that no human being had entered for hundreds of years. Their flashlights finally hit something. Gold, but not just gold. An entire ocean of it. Coins from Roman times, European empires, ancient Indian kingdoms, golden idols, jewels sparkling like stars, chains so heavy that one man could not lift them alone. It wasn't neatly arranged like in a museum. It was piled high, as if time itself had been quietly depositing wealth there for hundreds of years. Experts tried to calculate the value. Some serious estimates crossed 10 lakh crores. Really think about it. This is not just wealth, this is power. Enough to change the fate of entire nations. Enough to rewrite the history of Bharat itself. Yet, no one touched even a single coin. Why would anyone in their right mind leave lakhs upon lakhs of crores untouched? And that's exactly where the story takes a completely different turn, because one vault was still left. Vault B, the one everyone keeps talking about even today. But here's what makes it different from everything else. There are no locks, no handles, no visible mechanism at all. Only carvings. Two massive serpents, facing each other, not decorative, symbolic, protective. And between them, a symbol that no one has been able to fully understand till today. People call this seal Naga Bandham, a lock that is not mechanical, but spiritual. Now here's where things start to get really uncomfortable, because this is not just some old belief or superstition, something actually happened. The man who first filed the petition died suddenly. Others who were involved started speaking about strange experiences, unexplained fear, sudden illness, accidents that no one could explain. Coincidence? Maybe. But inside the temple, they decided to take no chances. A very special ritual was performed, Deva Prashnam. The message that came through was crystal clear. Do not open Vault B. And for the first time in history, even the Supreme Court stepped back. The most powerful authority in the country chose not to proceed further, not because they didn't have the power, but because they decided not to. If this was only about treasure, why stop? Why walk away from lakhs and lakhs of crores? Unless this was never about wealth at all. Centuries ago, a king named Marthanda Varma did something that is still hard for us to fully understand today. He gave away his entire kingdom, not to another ruler, not to his family. He gave it to the deity, Lord Padmanabha himself, legally, in front of everyone. He declared himself not a king anymore, but a simple servant, a Padmanabha Dasa, which means everything in that kingdom, every inch of land, every single rupee, every piece of treasure belonged to the Lord. Think about that deeply. If something truly belongs to God, who in this world has the right to claim it? No government, no king, no human being. And maybe that is exactly why it has remained untouched all these years. But even that doesn't explain everything. Because the temple's own structure is far more complex than anyone admits. There are underground pathways, hidden chambers, unmapped spaces that even modern engineers couldn't fully map. Vault B might not even be a single room. It could be part of something far larger, something much deeper. What if Vault B is not storing something valuable, but containing something? What if it is not a treasure vault, but a seal? Because certain ancient temples in our Bharat were never just places of worship. They were built on powerful energy points, places where a delicate balance is held. Disturbing that balance could have consequences we cannot even imagine. That is why there is no ordinary lock on Vault B. It was never meant to be opened by force or by human curiosity, only by true understanding, or maybe never at all. And then there is the question of the British. They looted Bharat for centuries, trillions of rupees worth of wealth. They took everything they could find. So why didn't they touch this one temple? There are old stories, stories of attempts being made, and suddenly hundreds of serpents appearing out of nowhere, guarding, protecting. Maybe they are just stories, or maybe they are a warning left for all of us, even today, after everything that has happened, after the courts, after the petitions, after the opening of the other vaults. Vault B remains closed, not broken, not opened, just left alone. But the real mystery is not what is inside. The real mystery is why no one dares to find out, because some secrets are not merely hidden, they are protected. And somewhere in Kerala, inside a temple filled with unimaginable wealth worth crores beyond our imagination, behind a door that has no lock, no key, and no answer, something is still there, silent, unopened, waiting. Friends, this is not just a story of gold and vaults. This is living proof of our ancient Bharat's dharma, our bhakti, and a power so deep that even the modern courts of India had to bow down and respect it. What do you think is really behind that door? Is it only treasure, or is it something far greater, something that keeps the very balance of this land alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want the deeper layers, the full Parasurama connection, the real Naga secrets, and why the idol itself is preserved the way it is, just say the word. I will make the next part. Like, share, and subscribe, because some mysteries deserve to be explored together. Jai Shri Padmanabha. Until next time, stay curious and stay blessed.